Hello everyone. Before we get started, if you enjoyed this video once it's done, please give it a like, share, and comment as well. Doing all three of these things helps the algorithm push my videos to people who may be interested in the type of content that I put out. This really will help me out a whole lot. Thank you.
Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping through the bunny trail.
Good morning, Bethany. Here, it's time to take your medicine.
Happy Easter, Catherine. What are your plans for Easter?
Well, my husband's going to be barbecuing, and the kids are going to be doing a little Easter egg hunt.
That's great. I'm gonna see my daughter too.
I'm sorry, but you're staying here. You're not allowed to see your daughter. That's a restraining order against that. But I really do hope you get well enough where you can see your daughter on Easter next year.
No, I am going to see my daughter.
Bethany then grabbed a syringe she had hidden in her pillow, and she moved swiftly and jabbed it inside of Catherine's chest. Catherine didn't have time to scream as she just blacked out, but she had enough movement before she blacked out to hit the alarm. When the alarm went off, Bethany escaped. She ran. She vaulted out of her room and ran to the nearest exit and escaped before all the security guards crowded up the area and blocking off the exit so Bethany couldn't escape. The reason why Bethany was in a psychiatric hospital is because she done something horrific. A year ago on Easter, Bethany murdered her husband in cold blood in front of their daughter. She axed his body bits by bits while the daughter looked on in horror. Their daughter's name was Abby, and she was so traumatized by what she saw, she could not speak ever again since that incident. She was in a state of shock. Not only did Bethany kill her husband, but she proceeded to eat him. It disturbed Abby, and it caused her to have some kind of psychosis. And because of this, Bethany was eventually arrested after being on a run with Abby for about 3 weeks. She was arrested and placed in a mental health hospital. As for Abby, she got to stay with her father's brother, her uncle, and he raised her. His name is Marco, and along with his wife and their older daughter, they all try to do their very best to try to make Abby's life somewhat normal. But they know deep down inside what that little girl saw and endured was traumatizing, and it was going to take a while for her to get past it. This happened on Easter of 2025. They were getting together, Marco and his wife, including some other family members as well, to have a huge Easter party. They were going to have barbecues, a bunch of activities for the kids to enjoy, and Marco figured that this would be a good way for Abby to kind of socialize with other kids. Abby, you're going to have a wonderful time. There's going to be a bunch of food, lots of candies, cool surprises to win, and there's going to be other girls your age to play with. Does that sound exciting? Abby just nodded her head, and afterwards she walked off, doing her own little thing. While Marco was checking on the burgers and hot dogs, he saw something that caught his eyes. It was a person dressed up as the Easter Bunny. Immediately, all the kids pointed. They laughed and cheered as they ran towards the Easter Bunny. Marco was puzzled because he doesn't remember anyone saying anything about there was going to be an Easter Bunny entertaining the kids. Marco went around and asked everyone did they hire an Easter Bunny, and all of them told him that no, they didn't hire any Easter Bunny. They didn't know there was going to be an Easter Bunny showing up at this party. Then Marco got more suspicious, wondering what was happening. As he was about to go over there and confront the Easter Bunny, he got an alert on his phone. He saw what the alert was, and when he saw that, he connected the two together, and he realized this party was about to end in horror. He ran over there, and just off of his gut instinct, he said, Bethany, stay away from them. I know that's you. You escaped it from the hospital. You have no business being here. Everyone at the party stopped talking and looked at Marco. And then they looked at the Easter Bunny as the Easter Bunny was taking off the head costume. And once they saw who it was, everyone was in shock. Everyone was scared, but not Marco, because he knew who it was from the beginning. Once he got that message and once that bunny came in, he figured that Bethany was going to go and try to see her daughter, Abby, or to try to take her from him.
Hello, children. Happy Easter.
All the kids stood back as they can sense something was wrong. Abby, on the other hand, started weeping and crying because she was afraid of her own mother. Everyone, come get your kids now. Hurry, Marco said as he was running over there to grab Abby as other parents followed to grab their kids to keep them away from that psycho. Bethany, I am going to call the police. You need to get out of here now. No one wants to see you here. You're not even supposed to be within 10 feet of me or your daughter. There's a restraining order against you. You can't be nowhere near me or Abby. You talk about how you want to change and how you want to be a better mother. Well, it starts by you acting right. You need to leave, and I'm calling the police right now so they can take you back to the hospital so you can continue to get the help that you need.
Oh, I just want to come here to celebrate Easter with my daughter. You know, the one you kept from me.
Yeah, for good reason, because you murdered Abby's father and my brother right in front of Abby. Do you realize what you've done to that kid? You traumatized her. You can't be here, Bethany. You got to go. And we're already getting the police. They're on their way right now. You need to get out of here. You're going to make things much worse for yourself.
You're not going to keep me away from my daughter. I just want to celebrate Easter with her. And I haven't seen her in about 7 months.
Marco was getting more frustrated and angrier at Bethany. She refused to leave. And so he made sure that someone called the police department and to have them come and get her. He then told Bethany, "Look, Bethany, there's nothing you can say that convinces me that you are mentally well. You're not. Get out of here."
What are you talking about? I am mentally stable. This is why I'm here. I am her mother, and you are not going to keep me from her.
As Marco was continuing to argue with Bethany, he can hear the cops off in the distance. Meanwhile, all the kids were inside. But Bethany kept on being persistent in wanting to see Abby. As Marco was staring down at Bethany, Abby somehow got out of the house and ran towards Marco, holding his arms. "Sweetheart, what are you doing here? You can't be here. Okay, go back in there with Grandma, okay? Come on, you gotta get out of here, okay?"
Sweetheart, they think I'm mentally unstable. I love you, and I just want what's best for you.
Marco was pissed off and furious at Bethany. She was trying her best to make herself seem like the victim, and Marco and his family seemed like they're some horrible people. That's when Marco snapped and told Bethany, "Don't talk to her. She does not need to hear your lies. Can someone come and grab her, please? Get her out of here now." Eventually, Marco's mother came and grabbed Abby and took her back inside the house. This pissed it off Bethany more so than ever.
You're not going to keep me away from my daughter. Because if that's the case, no one is going to be able to see my daughter.
"What the hell do you mean by that, Bethany?" She grinned menacingly as she tried to grab something out of her costume.
I'll just make sure that no one gets to spend time with my daughter if I can't spend time with my daughter. Oh, I got a surprise for everyone. My gun.
But before Bethany could do anything, the cops arrived and they tackled her down to the ground and they slapped handcuffs on her and made sure to put her inside of a big van. After Marco gave his statement to the police, they all left, but we were left with the aftermath of what Bethany done. The food that I was cooking burnt over. All the food that I had out was all messed up because of Bethany. Marco looked towards the house as he saw Abby through the window, looking more frightened than ever as he realized that she just went through something even more traumatic, and his heart broke for her. He just hopes that he can get her more help and she'll be okay soon. As for Bethany, they put her in a new facility with tighter security, and Marco hopes that she stays there and hopes that she never be able to see her daughter again. And he hopes that her daughter grows up to resent her and to make sure that she doesn't have no influence on Abby.